What's happening?
Get ready for us. We're going live.
Bruh.
Fellas,
It's a chance of the 3.5.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, fellas.
What's going on?
Look at that, man.
What's up?
It's a chance of the 3.5 to be a fly on the wall. At the barber shop or gym in the bathroom stall. Or when he's on his way from hanging out or work.
Hello.
At the end of the day, do you ever just want to get into a huddle to listen rebuttal or just plain understand what's happening in the cave of a man? Yeah.
Speak on it.
3.5. Yeah.
All right.
And they've canceled people that are more powerful than me. They canceled J.K. Rowling. My God, J.K. Rowling wrote all the Harry Potter books by herself. She sold so many books, the Bible worries about her. She said gender was a fact. And then the trans community got mad as shit. They started calling her a TERF. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. But I know that trans people make up words to win arguments. Now, I shouldn't speak on this because I am not a woman, nor am I trans. But as we've established, I am a feminist. That's right. Gender is a fact. You have to look at it from a woman's perspective. Look at it like this. Caitlyn Jenner, whom I've met, wonderful person, Caitlyn Jenner was voted Woman of the Year. Gender is a fact. This is a fact. Every human being in this room, every human being on earth had to pass through the legs of a woman to be on earth. That is a fact.
And I was just like, what are you doing, man?
When they did mine, it wasn't like at the meat of the arm, at the bicep or whatever. It was like up in the shoulder where I got mine.
Did they pinch your arm or did they just stick it in?
No, they just like rub the
So I guess
alcohol
everybody
thing
does it differently because I've seen some people pinch. Some people,
Yeah,
how
to
did they
get
do
like a
yours,
little,
Johnny?
to get the meat kind of.
Yeah.
I guess it was here in the left arm. You know, I knew to do the left arm because I know on the right, you know, because
Me too.
that.
Yeah.
The right, I didn't do that, but yeah.
That's why I thought the left too, in case I need to move anything around, and then I'm gonna.
Well, I gotta tell you this though. I went to Daniela went to but Greg got hers the weekend and went to Jacob Javits Center, which I had done it like at a church. I took my grandmother to like a Essex house, a little bigger. This shit, like you walked in, they would like all these different directions on which Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, wow.
They had all the military out guiding you. Like you were going through the Jacob Javits Center. It was crazy.
The U.S. daily cases are down 39% in the last month, but states like West Virginia, Alaska, and Montana are still seeing significant surges.
COVID-19 vaccines for children between the ages of 5 and 11 could be just weeks away at this point. The CDC's Independent Advisory Board is planning to meet in the beginning of November to discuss that issue.
A rare multi-system inflammatory disease following a surge in pediatric coronavirus infections over the summer. ABC's Phil Lipoff is in New York City right now with the story. Phil, good morning.
Good morning, Gio. And this rare disease you're talking about found in many kids with COVID is certainly worrying for any parent. Many parents apprehensive about vaccinating their kids.
With kids, it's kind of a scary, it's a little bit scarier than just an adult. Who knows how that's going to affect their growth going forward.
Others relieved.
She's like
when can I get the vaccine, Daddy? You know, because you have it. Why can't I get it yet?
If you continue to inoculate the population, and now we will be able to inoculate those that are 5 to 11, that will just essentially decrease the number of individuals that the virus can replicate and therefore spread.
Yo,
you know what I found the other day, Johnny, was you singing Let's Stay Together for the boys.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
What do you have there? You have the recording?
Yeah.
I remember that. I think I have that somewhere.
Do you? I thought I sent it to you again like a year ago, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's why I have that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was on my stuff, and I was like, wait a minute.
Baby, I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. And I wanna spend my whole life with you.
I remember.
Hey, Johnny Cakes, that drink's pretty orange there. No water, eh?
This one?
Yeah.
This is I put 1 cube of ice in it. This is Kings County. This is actually it's their wine and whiskey barrel. So it's
Do you like it?
Wine and whiskey barrel.
I like
yes.
Everything Kings County does, I'll do it. They're over by Dumbo area, by the new Wegmans. It's the oldest distillery in New York City.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really good, Bruno. You'd love it, man. They have have different types. They even have like smoky bourbons, and but they're really just their standard bourbon. So good, man. I gave it like out for gifts, and they the bourbon lovers, they all love it.
Nice.
How much is it? If you don't mind me asking.
For like the standard, like was the 750 milliliter. I think it's like $70.
Okay.
And then
the
on like barrels and age and styles. They have they do a like a holiday line. Like it's like a what do they call? I forgot what they call it. But it's got this like nutmeg cinnamon. It's delicious.
There's a lot of talk now about rapid aging techniques, and it really loses the romance. All of the layers and all of the time and energy it takes to take this silo of grain and get it to this point where these barrels are going to be dumped, bottled, and consumed for people's enjoyment and bring people together. That's what keeps me coming back every day.
I've had a pecan rye not too long ago.
Wow.
Dude, Georgia, let's go.
Pecan rye. It was yeah. I was like, oh, this is well.
Was it sweet?
I guess this was last year. Not really sweet. No, it tastes like bourbon and rye, and it just had a hint of. It was not as sweet as how honey would be, but it had a hint of something. You know what I'm saying?
Like fire.
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it's closer to honey, but I mean, it just wasn't like sweet like how honey jack would be. Yeah. It was like just like a hint of it. But then it's also a rye, so it's hitting you hard. It's that strong. Because what is rye? Like a form of bourbon?
Yeah. It's in the family. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I know that Jack has a rye, and there's like a apple Jack now too. Or it's been around for a while, so I don't know.
That was a little too sweet, I think, for me.
The which one?
That's just, the Applejack. It's a little too sweet.
I think. Because I think either Jameson or somebody else came up with it first. Or Jim Beam, maybe. They came up with something, so of course all the other people kind of, I don't think they copy, but they kind of make their own version.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been to a bar to attest to this. My plan was if I can get like 2 weeks out of every month on a ship, I would probably even stop even like signing up for gigs in the city or telling people that I'm available. And then probably even like spend more time in Germany with my girl there.
Right.
So kind of travel from out of there as like a home base almost.
Kind of, maybe, yeah. Because then there wouldn't be the need to like get that extra income as well, to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that 2 weeks out of the month is I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, making it rain and shit. But at least I'll be comfortable enough where I can like, all right, cool. If I'm gonna be over there, I know bills are gonna get paid, and then I can decide about renting out my place so I can pay for itself basically. Not gonna sell it yet, so I'll just let it at least for a year rent it out so I can pay for itself, and then see where I'm at after that.
Okay.
I like to plan out like 3-5 years in advance. But sometimes it's like, all right, well, right now with this fucking thing, fuck shit all over the place. So you can barely kind of plan 1 year ahead,
How big is the team that is still working on the ships? Like, is it between you and how many other people?
What do you mean currently now, or would be again?
Well, I guess I'll say currently now, but I mean, let's say if everything started to take off, it's like, are you 1 out of 10 that they call or less? Or?
Oh, for sound designers, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For sound designers, there's, I want to say less than 10, maybe 10. I don't know. Probably less. But I think now, if anything, and I probably said this last time we spoke, maybe even now might be like the time when things are maybe about to maybe pick up. Or at least...
How do you say? Things are things.
Yeah. That things might be brewing about.
Johnny boy.
What's up, guys?
Man.
You gonna sing something?
Do you play piano, Johnny?
Just chords, man. Just chords.
Shit, all cool, man. Just chords, man. I don't
just
really bother myself with the other stuff, man. But...
Yeah, that's all you need sometimes, though, right?
Huh?
That's all you need sometimes, just the chords, right?
Just the chords is all you need, man. And then background tracks. Or George.
George is all over.
That's it.
When George comes over, I'm like, all right. Let's jam.
It was funny after we did the recording, I guess that was a couple weeks ago now, right, Johnny? The podcast thing?
Yeah.
You were talking about AMDA, and some of the stuff was online that you were talking about.
What I say?
I think you guys like working on like did you say a documentary or just like an advertisement for the school or something?
Hope I didn't say anything bad.
No, it was good stuff. We were just asking you about the school, and you were like, "Oh, we're actually working on such and such right now."
I think you were if I heard it, if it was in the episode, I think you were just promoting or talking about what's going to be coming up.
And so when we do the edits, all right, so Bruno did it first, but Juarbe, same thing. Sometimes we'll come up with a few little things, but I'll send a bunch of what I call inserts, be it from YouTube or sound blurbs or whatever like that. And so I was finding a bunch of stuff on AMDA and sent it in. And then put it in there. So it kind of coincided with what you were saying in the episode.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. So,
but
I was talking about the Acting for Camera program. Just got announced, and it's like it's very has a lot of creative content where the student can, 70% is on camera. Of course, it's the theatrical core elements, but then 30% they're producing work, filmmaking, cinematography, directing, producing. It's really cool, and hopefully it's going to grow from there. And now that we do a lot of connecting with LA, and students are really going out to LA a lot more, and LA is a big factor now. It's going to be interesting how that grows.
I still haven't been to LA
ever.
I've been out of ships from LA, which is, I think, I might be wrong, San Pedro, maybe something like that. Is that a place?
Yeah.
I think that's where the ship dock out of, but I've never been to LA proper.
Wow. I mean, it's definitely worth you and your girl going. I mean, it could be a lot of fun.
Just to check it out. But yeah, never been there.
I've done the tourist thing there, and I've done the native thing there. Well, I lived there on and off for about 11 years ago.
Where haven't you lived?
Well, I used to be a proper nomad, gypsy. I used to be a prop, so I mean, it was easy for me to just be like, oh, maybe I'll just stay here for a while. So
Yeah.
Big time.
Why not?
yeah.
Cold over there? In
Where I'm
Atlanta?
at?
Yeah. But you're
No. It's just comfortable.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's not cold.
I was gonna say, because over here is like up in 60s.
It's about like that 60s, 70s here. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's just comfortable. It's not.
You home, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm in my house right now. In my man cave.
Art is fraught with danger.
Jack Grapes.
It's good to remember. You know, all of us who are writers or actors or filmmakers or whatever, we should write that and put it, you know, in our room to remind us art is fraught with danger. It'd be a good thing to remember. I know what Socrates said, and that to me is good enough. He said, know thyself. And then he said, the unexamined life is not worth living. So those are two pretty good mission statements, wouldn't you say? The unexamined life is not worth living, and know thyself. The artist, on some level, they're making something that they hope will touch or astound or shock the viewer. I mean, on one level, you're doing it for yourself. And other times, perhaps, you do care about what the viewer will think or get from it. If you write a story or a poem or something, you're saying, okay, what I wrote, you know, it came out of me, but it could be clearer. What do I need to add or cut to make it work better? Because a piece of writing works. A piece of writing is like a machine. It works.
Hey, Lou, you gave me too much money. Huh? It's not going to cost all this. Have you got 2 10s for a 5? Just so happen to have it. That's it. Now, that Elizabeth, I like her. She's a regular scalp, that's why. Now, let's see, the baggage room is there. The baggage room is around here somewhere. Lou, you know where it is? Just a minute. Right, what's wrong? Just a minute. $15 went south. Here's your 5. Give me back my 2 10s. Now get much better. Keep quiet. Here's 2 10s. Give me a 5. You did it to me.
The Gents of 3.5.
Well, all right.
All right.